Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, stories from the 78 here in Chicago, but I'm talking to my friend Oldemir. Did I get that right? I think I got it
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
exactly.
All the way, are you out in the Ukraine right now?
Yeah, I'm exactly in Ukraine, in Odessa city.
Odessa City. And you are with a folk band out in the Ukrainian. You've been on tour in the States, you've been on tour all over Europe, and you're coming back to the States to do something really special to help the folks out in Ukraine, especially in Odessa and Kyiv as well, right?
We try to help people from our country.
Yeah.
It depends
All over,
how.
I should say, Ukraine.
Yeah. So it's one of our part that we can do, and also to share with people with our music. So it's our mission.
It's your mission, and you will be here in Chicago. I'm just taking a look here. It looks like you're going to be here July 7th at Reggie's and July 6th in Des Plaines, which is like a fun area just outside of the city. And you're in the Midwest. You go up to Madison and Minneapolis, and then you're back in the Illinois area in July. But talk about, get in depth a little bit, if you would, about why this is important for your band, because you're in a band too. Say the name of the band, because I don't want to step all over that.
The name of our band is Kommuna Lux.
And I got it right. It's a folk band for the most part, right? Folk.
Yeah, exactly. Like the main feeling of our style is like folk style.
And you play the
But
clarinet.
yeah, I play the clarinet. Our musicians from our group, like professional musicians, they play different places, different maybe some orchestras and groups. Yeah, but Kommuna Lux, it's like something special for everybody of us. And I'm also like not only clarinetist, sometimes play saxophone, maybe also conductor. Yeah, but in this way, and this way of our Odessa folk music and also Ukrainian folk music, so we feel that our every person, every artist, yeah, we feel like very interesting way.
Absolutely. And you teamed up with the Rotary Club of Kyiv to go on this tour to really shed light on, what's happening. I mean, everybody in the world knows the unbelievable hardships that people in the Ukraine have gone through, but that initial wave that had happened was a couple years ago. That's why it's so important now to remember why the fight is continuing, why the stand for democracy and to be independent and not be anywhere near that, but it has affected people in your country in ways that I probably can't even imagine. Do you just want to just share a little bit of like what you're doing to try to help the folks that have been affected, how they've been affected?
If I understood right question, so I will try to explain that for these years it was like different feelings, and now it also maybe a period that every person feel different way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the war continues, and we try to understand how we can help, because we are musicians, yes, and in theory some people can feel that their role can be different, yeah, but better to do the best. Everybody is have talented and have like possibilities, yeah. So we understand that even when we stay here, yeah, um, we can be somebody who can help our families, yes, to do something special in Odessa, yeah. But when we go such tours like European tour and the tour the USA and Canada, yeah, we can feel that we can do more, and our experience shows us that it's really goes in the right way.
Right. I was just reading a little bit about what your cause is here with the Rotary Club. I keep saying Cub. Sorry. And
Okay, okay.
it seems that at least from what I've been reading, a lot of that money goes to hospital beds for burn victims
Yeah. Hmm.
across Ukraine. But in Odessa, I mean, it was pretty decimated with attacks. So that's why it's important that,
Yeah, of course. With Rotary Club, it's a special, how to say, special.
organization.
I mean that our friendship,
Oh,
yes, it's
sure.
something special, and I think that we can be useful for them, and they can be useful for us. Like when somebody makes something special, yes, and they can make together, they can do something more, and so we try to. Um, think how we can also be part of some of their projects. Yeah, so that's why we are together.
And for folks who've never been to Ukraine, and they don't, and for a lot of people, at least here in the States, they're not familiar with living in a country that's currently under war on their home soil. How has that affected you and your family or your band?
Uh, you mean how if it was something that happened exactly with our families?
Sure.
Maybe,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, what have you seen that's just affected you? I guess is the better question, in generalization.
mostly our guys and our families are okay. Yes, sometimes happen that some I don't know in English all these names of records and another things that happen and boom, different boom. Yeah, we hear it, we feel it
The
sometimes.
bombs going
Yeah,
off and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Maybe it's not so crazy how people can imagine. I mean, for
That
that
sounds pretty
people,
crazy. I don't know. That
yeah, yeah,
that sounds terrifying.
but for somebody who hears it for first time, I think it will be crazy, yeah. And but some of our friends and some people who were in the first front line,
Hmm.
yeah. So we know that some were died, or maybe some had also like some like victims, yes. Some I forgot this name in English, but they have
Injuries.
yeah, injuries, yes. So we understand that it's a reality that we can think about and understand that everything can happen in a moment. Yeah, but life continues, and every of us try to live this life in that way that is possible to maybe not only to be somebody who um, try to do something, but also to understand that life can be also interesting and maybe even more special than it can be in time when there is no war.
Right. So you're providing a little bit of light for the folks in your country. This won't be like this forever, even though I'm sure many have feel like it's been like this forever. But to be able to play music, I know what music does for me, and I know what music does to my family. And it makes us feel better. It enlightens us. It gives us hope in times of darkness. And I imagine that's what you're doing, not only with the money raised from the concerts that go back to the Rotary Club, but and for the hospital beds, but just music alone. When you're touring in Ukraine or you're touring in Europe, you're bringing that light to people, and to hear your band. And when people here in the States know that you guys are from the Ukraine and you're out here touring to help people at home, I think it speaks a lot for the people of the Ukraine.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that because it is maybe really something um, important, and maybe when some bad things happen, it helps people to think about maybe some things that can everybody can feel deep in their hearts.
Hmm.
Yeah, to feel like everybody can be uh, more closer to each other, and maybe this is the most special moment that every can think about when such things happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so and even from the beginning of the war, it was a lot of questions how to feel it, how to live, how to um, what we can do, what
Right.
everybody can do in this way, and when it started in Odessa, it was like something very, very special when we felt that to play music, and even music music of joy, it also okay, because people become stronger, and they want to think about war in a special way, not to be afraid,
Right.
to be more brave, and to feel that we are all together and we can be even happy in special moments, and be all together and do and continue our life.
Right, and I gotta say, just from the perspective here in the middle of the United States, Chicago kind of is in the middle, right? You know, in Illinois in terms of the country, right? Middle Midwest here. And I gotta say, I mean, you talk about bravery and standing up and showing the world that we can be better than we are. And you guys there, the Ukraine people, have shown that, you know, like you're not fight for what you believe is yours, you know, stand up for each other, you know, love one another and support one another. And the fact that you're going on tour while this is all going on to help raise money for it is just, it's admirable that you guys are doing this. And in a time where I'm sure everybody's just a little worried about somebody, you know, or a lot worried about people around, you know, your family around the country and or wherever else for that matter, you know, to come to Chicago. I feel like it's an honor for our city to welcome you. And we have a
Thank you very
huge,
much.
yeah, I don't know if you're familiar, but we do have a neighborhood in Chicago called Ukrainian Village. And it's, you drive through it and the Ukrainian flags are flying everywhere, the bakeries, the food, the people. It's an older neighborhood that's been around for a long time here. And people of the Ukrainian Village in Chicago are very proud. So this is just another reason why, I think. And kudos to you and your band for doing this for the people of your country. It really shows, I think it's a good reminder of like when things could be taken away from you, that you got to kind of do whatever you need to do to stand up and fight for what you believe is yours. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And for people who want to follow along with the band, you said you've toured many places, and this tour starts in a few days. Not that, I mean, you're going to be, it looks like in Boston, June 20th. So you're coming to the States fairly soon, and then you'll be here all the way through the beginning of August.
Yeah, it will be one of the most long tours that we have, and we hope that we will start how we plan, and we hope that it's interesting thing that it can go in a different way, because like life is more wise than we can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So we feel that we agree with everything that will happen with us, because we understand that we do right things. So, but we have a wish to make all that concerts that are in our plans, to meet all these new people and maybe people who were at the previous tour. Yeah, so we hope that everything will happen in a good way. And in Boston we will start, and I know that there are like main concerts we have in Detroit, in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will perform with Fugudugu 1st July in Chicago, with Lynn Jordan on the 7th. So everybody can look at our website, kommunalux.com, and there are all tour dates and links to buy tickets. I think everybody will have opportunity to find and to come to see us.
Yeah, right now I'm watching, I'm on your website right now, and I'm watching the video you guys have playing, and it looks like a great time. People dancing, having fun, what they should be doing when they're listening to music. So I appreciate you taking time to chat with me today. I didn't even ask you at the beginning, what city am I talking to you from right now?
You mean at what city am I now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm in Odessa, exactly.
And you're in Odessa.
Now. Yeah.
Well, many safe travels when you head here to the States, and and I wish your family and your friends and your band, and for that matter, the country, the safest passage through this terrible time. And, hopefully we can all celebrate when everything is worth celebrating for, huh?
Okay, thank you very much for conversation, and hope to meet you in a few days. And all who are listening and watching us, I wish all the best, and it will be we will be very grateful for meeting and for sharing our music.
Well, we look forward to hearing it. Thank you so much for your time, and safe travels.